I was watching a programme on the telly last night. It was a documentary about Linda Ronstadt. And as you may well know, for a singer, she's got Parkinson's disease, which has taken away her singing voice. And towards the end of the documentary, she was saying about the question isn't about life before death. It's about living before death. How are you going to do it? How are you going to live your life? And that seems a very relevant point, not only for her, but for us. I mean, I don't know about you, but for too many of us, we live life going through the motions with the normal, steady Monday to Friday, the weekends to ourselves. We know what we're doing, and we kind of get ourselves in a rut whereby we're doing the same thing week in, week out. We know what we're going to be doing the whole time. And I don't know about you, but that seems wrong to me. Now, I'm going to be 66, a week today as it happens. And what she says has made so much relevance to what I'm living a life like at the minute. As you may be well aware, I've not been well for the last year. In fact, from April this year until a couple of weeks ago, I hadn't even been out of my house. With my health, I've been struggling for ages. Fatigue has been the biggest thing in my life, and I've not been able to do the things that I wanted to do. I've had to fit life around my illness. I've had to fit trying to do things around times when I didn't feel as though I needed to be in bed. And that hasn't been great. You can try your best and do the things that you need to do. But what actually happens is you're living between sleep breaks. I could wake up in the morning and I would be shattered. I could get up and get myself some breakfast and go back upstairs. And just the getting up the stairs was so tiring. It would wreck me for another hour. And so when she talks about living the life that you have, it makes a great deal of sense to me. And what that's made me realise is that I want to do more with my life. After being stuck inside for so long, it's important to me now that I get to go out and about much more than I did. Don't get me wrong, I'm not at the stage yet where I'm driving again, because I don't know that I've got the strength and the stamina to drive any amount of miles. And so I won't be driving for a moment, but I will be trying to get out and about and doing things that I haven't done for a while. And so what my aim is to bring you with me as we go out and have a walk every now and again. So here's the thing. If we don't make the effort, how can we complain about our lives not being the way that we want? My feeling is that we've got to sometimes take ourselves out of that comfort zone that we live in order to get out into that life that perhaps we would like to have. Because for so many of us, it's so easy to plonk yourself down on the settee and watch a bit of telly. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that I'm right and that we should do this and we should do that. The important thing is, what's good for you? What's the thing that you would like to do? Are you happy in the life that you have, or would you rather be doing something else with it? And at some stage, you either make the decision to go out and do it, or you don't. Sometimes, when you go out, you don't even realise what you've got around you. I'm probably about a mile away from my house, and I feel like I'm in the complete countryside, miles from anywhere. And yet, if I turned out of my house and instead of turning right, turned left and walked a couple of hundred yards, I'm down to a motorway. So I've got the best of both worlds here, as you can see. It's pretty nice all the way out here. I suppose that's the question we've got to ask ourselves. What can we do to make our lives a little bit better? If we're in high pressured work, if we're suffering because of things going on in our lives, perhaps now's a good time. Say that again. Perhaps now's a good time to take stock of your life and start to do some things for you. Take a little bit of time out along the way and just do something that you like. It may not be just going out for a walk. It could be that you've got hobbies that you've put down because you're busy or because things have got in the way. Perhaps it's time to take them up again. I suppose my question to you is, what do you want to do with your spare time? Are there things that you want to do? Are there places that you want to go? Even just getting out of the house like this and taking a walk is something not to be dismissed, you know, because having spent those last months stuck in my house and the last year of my life not feeling well, then I'll tell you what, it's really important that you start to take advantage of what you have. If you can't get out and about, I understand that. I know there are people that can't. I've been in that boat myself. But what can you do to make your life feel a little bit better? If you've ever caught yourself saying there's got to be more to life than this, you're absolutely right. Because the only time you say that is when things aren't going how you'd like them to be and when your life becomes humdrum. Maybe it's time to take a little bit of the humdrum out of your life and do something different. I think that's what we all need to do at times. I'm talking like I'm preaching to you, but I'm only just talking to you and passing a few thoughts about things from my perspective because I've spent so long inside. I've kind of missed all of this. Like Linda Ronstadt said, it isn't a question of life after death. It's about the life you have before you die. And what do you want to do? How do you want to live it? That point struck home to me when I was watching that documentary, and it seemed to make a lot of sense. What do you think? Let me know down below. Mark it in the comments if there's things that you want to do that you haven't done, or maybe you've started doing them already. Share with us, let us know. And if you take a look up there, I'll put a playlist of some more videos that you may want to just check out. I'll see you next time.